It all began on October 19th when my friend Pablo called me to ask me if I wanted to go with him and his family to Austin, Texas, to drive 16 hours during the whole night to see the Formula 1. I obviously was shocked, and at first I said no because I had too many responsibilities that weekend. And I hung up the phone call, but I sit in a couch and start looking at the ceiling, and I was only thinking, when is going to happen this again? So I called him back and I said, I'm in. So the trip begins. First, I may introduce my friend Pablo. He's my friend since when I was like 2 years old. The trip was good. There were a lot of good views, like the Joshua trees, the mountains. I also had the pleasure to drive their truck, even though I never had driven it. There's the Rio Bravo, and there's the line between Mexico and United States in Laredo. When we crossed the frontier, we had our very first food in the United States, and it was called Jack in the Box. I was surprised by the very, very, very different number of burger places in Texas. Then there is this machine that has a touch screen, and you can choose between a lot of flavors and any type of sodas that you can imagine. In that photo I just show that I really, really, really tired. Then we had dinner, but it was not that good. It's just that in Mexico everything tastes better. The next day, I remember that the sky was beautiful. One thing I really, really liked about Texas is that the open space lets you see the sky. And I think that is one thing that we can't enjoy here in the city, at least in Guadalajara. Then we arrived to the circuit of the Americas, where the race was going to be held on. The weather was really nice. It wasn't sunny at all. There were a lot of clouds. And there's this clip of the sprint race. It's like a little race before the main race. The main thing to do there is just to stand up and see the cars. But it feels strange because everything that you saw on TV for years now becomes real, and it feels different. I really liked to realize that feeling, but we are going to talk about that later. After the sprint race was done, we just walked through the circuit and the different places that it had. But we had to walk and wait for a little bit because at night there was going to be the Queen concert, obviously without Freddie Mercury. But there was the original drummer and guitarist, the legend Brian May, and here I will show you a clip. One thing that I really liked about United States was the breakfast. I don't know what that is, but they were delicious. And there was this machine that automatically prepares hotcakes, but they weren't good. I preferred the waffles. Well, the last day of the trip, on Sunday, the weather was really, really, really sunny. I won't put you another video of the cars of the race because it's more or less the same. But I wanted to show you just how hot it was. I had to take off one of my shirts and use it as a hat, and I start to feel very, very, very bad because of the sun. And there it is, my trip to United States. I am glad that I accepted it because it was a thing that I wanted to achieve later in my life, and to have the opportunity to accomplish it earlier was surprisingly good. And so that's it. Thank you for your attention. Please write, give me a 10. I love you. Bye.